And we enter the final lap of the season opening race for Montoya. Montoya, the 39-year-old, with one win last year. That came at Pocono. Finished fourth in the championship. And of course, the first part of the season, very much a struggle as he adapted to returning to open wheel racing. But he finished the season with 3 straight top 5s after some mid-season adjustments to his team lineup last year, and has picked up this season right where he left off at the front of the field.
Boy, this is going to be tight right at the end.
Trouble in front of him.
Nope.
Kimball gets spun around, but he's well clear of Montoya. And here comes Juan Pablo to the final corner with the checkered flag ahead. His first win of the season and his 13th career in the Verizon IndyCar Series, Juan Pablo Montoya wins at St. Petersburg.
Good job, guys. Hell of a job. Hell of a job. Can't be hell of enough season. Thank you.
As you're racing up behind somebody's gearbox, that's Bourdais, Hunter-Reay, and Simon Pagenaud. Big contact into the tires for Bourdais. 3 cars at least are off.
Ryan Hunter-Reay, Sebastian Bourdais for James Hinchcliffe onto the front straightaway for the final time. In the Big Easy, it was not easy today for James Hinchcliffe. His 4th career win comes with Honda power at Nola Motorsports Park. James Hinchcliffe wins in New Orleans. It's his first race win since 2013 in Iowa. 3 of his 4 wins.
Good call. That was awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
And the fastest one in this bunch has been Sebastian Bourdais of late. He was not very happy with Draconi earlier. He was right on TK's gearbox a moment ago, about 5 laps ago. Draconi got between them, cost Sebastian Bourdais 3 seconds on the track. So he got around him finally, and now he's tracked these guys back down on the radio. Bourdais said a moment ago, the car is so good right now.
So good, and Tony Kanaan now maybe under attack. It was Stefano Coletti that he had a difficult time getting by. He's cleared him, and now Bourdais clearly a part of the fight.
Well, his car might have been so good in clean air, but it's not going to be so good, Paul, as you get behind 4 cars all running quick pace.
Yeah, as he closed the gap, he had clean air. His teammate let him go by, but now as he's caught this group, you'll get the washout effect of all these cars, but he will get a big toe down the front straightaway, and he's right there on top of Kanaan as we come to the white flag.
White flag. If you got him, use them. And in fact, Montoya, Pagenaud, Kanaan, they all burn one. They're all on the button. They've used up all of their push-to-passes down into turn 1.
Montoya didn't bite on that fake from Pagenaud one bit. He made it through turn 1. He just has to hold on here, Paul. Conserve the rear tires. Don't let those big oversteer moments happen, and he could come home on the podium.
As we see a big snap oversteer at the apex of turn 4, as we see Scott Dixon well in control. He's bringing it home. Castro Neves has closed the gap a little bit.
Further back, we're looking for Montoya and Pagenaud. There they are, coming through in the same order.
Oh, and Kanaan in the blue 10, a little bit loose off the corner. Pagenaud does have 1 push to pass left.
So does Bourdais.
On the button.
Bourdais got 1 on Kanaan. He's going to burn it right here.
You see the blocking, and Pagenaud's got to make this as his last chance.
Can't get it done there. Can he get it done in the hairpin? There's no way. Montoya will leave it open. Scott Dixon wins at Long Beach for the first time.
Last lap for Joseph Newgarden. He is just 1 lap away from his first IndyCar victory.
Graham won't have a chance here, but he will at turn 5. Now he's going to try to make that same move on the most experienced, one of them, most experienced drivers in the field. Scott Dixon is a master at keeping people at bay.
Here it is. Here it is. Remember, we're coming down into Rahal's strong point. Turn 5, he has been brilliant on the outside. Can he do it to last week's winner? No is the answer. Couldn't do it, couldn't do it. And there is our race leader. Some 4 seconds out in front on the final lap at Barber. Just got a report, we understand that Helio Castro Neves has run out of fuel.
Here it is,
Whoa!
here it is, here it is, Graham. It's yours if you want it.
And
That was fantastic. We thought that his only move was turn 5, but he just showed us he's got another trick in his bag.
But look at the gap within about 2 seconds. Look at the gap he's made.
meanwhile, final 2 turns. We've got 2 young American stars in the top 2 positions. The wait is over. Joseph Newgarden is an IndyCar race winner. He takes out
Great job.
his home race. How about that at Barber Motorsports Park? Superb.
He almost makes it look easy, doesn't he?
Oh, you say that, I was just about ready to add, isn't the last lap always the hardest? That's when you want to make sure that...
Flag there, one more.
Do you back off the pace a little bit to give yourself just a little bit of comfort zone? But when you do that, you know, it changes the rhythm.
He's in a
driving,
rhythm. Yeah.
Driving the car in the cockpit, so what you do is you go out there and you just do the same thing you did the previous laps and put it all away.
Well, he's given away about 0.4 of a second of his lead to Rahal on that last lap, but it's still 1.8 seconds as he heads through the chicane and down Holman Way towards turn number 7 and a half a lap to go.
You're good on fuel. You can use the overtake or whatever you need.
That's music.
Yeah, still
use the overtake and you have
6
fuel.
overtakes still left. He's
He couldn't use 6 overtakes if he wanted to from here to the end. I wonder if he gets any cash back on that.
Rebate card?
What a performance.
I don't think he's all that concerned about the cash back because he's going to get a winner's trophy from Indianapolis here in a few seconds. Masterful drive. Last year's series champion opens his month of May with an incredible performance. After starting on pole, he'll lead 65 of the 82 laps. And here he is off the final corner with an Indianapolis checkered flag in sight. Second Grand Prix of Indianapolis goes to the champ, Will Power.
Good machine today. Awesome. Awesome.
The white flag is waiting at the yard of bricks. And we enter the final lap
White flag.
of the Indianapolis 500. Kimball has caught up to Power. 1 lap to go. Who's going to win it? Power slipped in turn 2. Justin Wilson just came off the pit lane. He and Munoz had to stop for fuel. Final 2 corners for Montoya. He was all the way back in 30th place after an opening laps crash. Here they come to the checkered flag. And the winner of the Indianapolis 500 is Juan Pablo Montoya. A couple of guys have gotten their first IndyCar Series wins here at Belle Isle. Helio Castroneves, Simon Pagenaud, not bad company to keep. And if Munoz is eventually the winner of this race, he would become the second first-time winner this year in the IndyCar Series, as Joseph Newgarden won the race down at Barber Motorsports Park a couple of weeks ago. It can be one of the most difficult things for a driver to do, to get that first win, to have all the circumstances fall properly. Remember your first win and what it felt like?
Oh, it's relief. You know, absolutely relief. And it doesn't matter if it's your first win of your career or when I spoke to James Hinchcliffe when he changed to a new team this year, I texted him directly after that and I said, great job. And he goes, nice to get that out of the way. That always plays in the back of your mind. You want to win races, but you know when the first one is there and when the first one with a new team. Very important.
What about you? First win, remember what it was like?
I still remember my first go-kart win, so I could go on all about it. And that was a long time ago. But it tells you that the work that you've done was worthwhile, that all the belief you had in yourself was worthwhile, that the belief that the team had in you is worthwhile. And when you go back to work after that first win, it's a different playing field.
And the other part of it, it can be in an era in motorsport where it's very expensive to do and the number of seats and available seats are limited. Getting the opportunity to get that first win does something for your resume and your future that you can't put a finger on. And word coming in from race control, this race is being declared complete. Past halfway, the threatening weather and so on in the area, so indeed we do have a first-time winner in the IndyCar Series, and Carlos Munoz will get the trophy from race 1 in the Duel of Detroit as you look at the unofficial results.
He's checking out. If he doesn't have a fuel problem, he has this in the back.
If. White flag, 1 lap to go. Rahal looking at Santo for second while Sebastian Bourdais leads. Does he have the fuel to finish? Montoya under some pressure from Bourdais for the 4th spot, well behind these front 3. And Bourdais gets by Montoya.
What a great drive by him.
There's Andretti by Montoya. Montoya struggling.
Is Montoya running out of fuel?
Bourdais has just left everybody behind. Right now, Sato's biggest problem is Rahal.
Half a lap to go. Hopping the curb is Bourdais.
Very few corners left. He has no reason to look in his mirrors. All he has to focus on is about what is ahead of him and just hope there's enough fuel in the car.
Checkered flag is waving. He'll have enough fuel to make it. The winner of Duel in Detroit, race number 2, Sebastian Bourdais.
Good job, buddy. Awesome. Woohoo! All right, bud. Great job, man. Awesome job, brother. Awesome job.
And Scott Dixon, the white flag flies, and it's 1.4 miles and change for Scott Dixon, and he will have win number 2 on the 2015 season. It would be his 2nd victory here at Texas. He won back in 2008. Will Power flashes by. Scott Dixon, everything has worked for him tonight. The car underneath him from the drop of the green all the way to the checkered flag. Scott Dixon wins in Texas.
If Joseph Newgarden can hang on to this Chevrolet for just 1.7 more miles, he's going to be a 2-time winner.
Keep it together, son. Keep it together on this last lap. It is misting. That track surface is becoming more and more treacherous. Your teammate is charging on strong. Keep it together, son.
We have had 7 different winners from 9 races. Joseph could call himself a repeat winner in half a lap's time. For Luca Filippi, it would be an IndyCar best. What a result for the Italian. Through turn 5 for the final time. No more threat from Penske. The threat is coming from the weather. And look at those hands, hard on the wheel.
Absolutely hard on the wheel. In these closing few corners, still pushing hard.
Since winning at Barber Motorsports Park in Birmingham, Alabama, it's not being too dramatic to say it's been a nightmare for Joseph Newgarden. However, he's going to turn it all around. The team's first 1-2. Joseph Newgarden, the 24-year-old American, wins in Toronto for the very first time and becomes a 2-time winner in 2015. Watch this, down low, and Rahal closes the door.
That's where you've got to be, Marco. That's where you've got to be. You've got those fresh tyres, but not in the middle of the track. You've got to dive down low. You've seen what Briscoe could have done.
This is it. One lap. Oh, there goes Ryan Hunter-Reay and Ryan Briscoe, and Briscoe flies. Briscoe flips and flies. On the grass, the 2 Ryans came together. And that's a very abrupt end to what was a terrific day for Ryan Briscoe. He gives both thumbs up, which is a good sign. That was wild.
I think, yes, Graham Rahal.
It's a mess on the front straight, Graham. Slowly, slowly, slowly.
What a wild end.
Graham, come on around. You're the leader.
Wow.
Keep your head in the game.
So, caution and checkers. Caution and checkers at the same time for Graham Rahal, who ends a 125 race drought. It's his 2nd career victory. For Kevin Kalkoven, James Sully Sullivan and Jimmy Vasser, the men behind this team here, have already seen victory lane and the top of the podium once this year at Detroit. The double-header, Sebastian Bourdais won one of those, and he is getting so close to his 2nd of the season. One more lap, 1 more mile, and Bourdais will have it.
If he can hang on here, this will just be an outright driving lesson for the rest of the field.
He can coast from here. This has been nothing short of impressive.
We said at the beginning of the day, he has 33 career wins in IndyCar. Can he make it 34? The answer is yes. Sebastian Bourdais wins at the Milwaukee Mile. How about that? Dominating dominating performance, 118 laps led. Newgarden has run an extremely impressive race. In fact, he's led the most laps, 111. And as the white flag comes out, Ryan Hunter-Reay has less than a mile to run.
Oh, and it looks like Newgarden is closed ever so slightly. He might have a shot with the traffic. No.
1 year ago was Ryan Hunter-Reay's last victory. RHR drives back to victory lane.
Well, we said it at the start, but Rahal capitalized on the opportunity, and I think more than anything, what he's going to love about this final stint is his ability to demonstrate to everybody, hey, I was fast enough all along, and I deserve to be here. And much like the result at Fontana, you could argue several things, but you can't argue his pace as the white flag comes out for Rahal.
1 lap to go. 2.2 miles for the 26-year-old American Graham Rahal. His dad won here 30 years ago. You remember calling David Donahue across the line at the Rolex 24 at Daytona 30 years after his late father Mark won. It means so much. And I remember here, not so long ago, a couple of years ago, Bobby saying, do you know what? Everyone always calls Graham a second-generation racer. He said, you know, my dad raced. Graham is a third-generation racer. It is in the Rahal family blood. But this young man is a sports guy. He's not just a car guy. He loves football. He loves the Ohio State University. He's a terrific golfer. He's an all-round sportsman. He's an all-round athlete. But today could be the most memorable day in his life. A Rahal wins at Mid-Ohio. It's Graham's turn. Graham Rahal victorious at his home track. Joseph Newgarden's not done with yet though. Watch that car in second place, the Blackmobile, the Hartman oil machine. He's got his eyes on Ryan Hunter-Reay, the guy who dominated the opening 50 laps of this race, may just cap it off by winning.
Stay high.
Crash. We got a crash somewhere. Another caution. Or is it just, it's Chavez. Problems with the Bauer and Wilkins machine.
Yep, coast it in here.
What a shame.
Another solid day for Montoya. He's got to be happy with that. Obviously would have liked to win, but when you beat out your guys you're racing in the championship and extend by 34 points, that's a big day.
Came in with a 9-point advantage and leaves with a 34-point advantage. That is a great day. Joseph Newgarden. How about this? The same two guys who finished first and second in Iowa finished first and second here. Newgarden in that runner-up spot and the points leader in third. He is amazing at 500-mile races, isn't he, Montoya? The way he just sits back, doesn't lose his patience, positions the car beautifully, does what he needs to do.
How about this? How about Hunter-Reay in 500-mile events? Some of the moves he makes, the aggression. That pass down the front straightaway on Chavez was so much like his pass at Indy for the win. It was breathtaking, daring.
Decisive.
Yeah, just great move.
Well, maybe in a strange way, this race was destined to finish this way in the bizarre nature that the day has unfolded, the race has unfolded.
Hey, Lee.
Yes, Robin.
Yesterday, after practice, Ryan Hunter-Reay said it's the worst I've ever been blown off in practice or qualifying or anything. I don't think we have a chance against the Chevrolets.
No way. It will be a Honda going to victory lane, driven by Ryan Hunter-Reay. Andretti Autosport, Ryan Hunter-Reay.
Nice run today, Ryan. Awesome work. Way to stay with it all day, no matter what we were faced with. Really solid.
Win at Pocono. RHR wins the last 500-mile race of the year and the last oval of the year. Montoya seems to be a little closer to Briscoe. And if you're just turning on, he needs to pass that gold and black car ahead to make sure of this championship. However, that task is getting increasingly harder. One more lap left for Scott Dixon and Chip Ganassi. Do you think there's a pretty good reason why he's Ganassi's longest tenured driver? 14 years driving for Chip. And it's this reason why he always delivers. Montoya can see Briscoe, but he just can't get to him.
Oh, but he's getting close. Long lap to do for Briscoe to hang on to those red tires. They must be shagged.
He's really got 2 opportunities into the hairpin and into the last corner. He's nowhere near close enough now to even put the bumper to Briscoe, so he's got to get closer.
I'm watching them come out of the carousel. There goes Kanan. There goes Briscoe. Montoya.
Closer.
Oh, he's going to be close.
He's close. Closing in, getting even closer. So it's going to be the last corner where this happens.
The team will be telling Juan Pablo Montoya, this is it. Give it everything you've got. Go and get that Schmidt-Peterson Honda, and the championship's yours. But time is running out. Scott Dixon into that final corner, and that checkered flag will be waiting.
One last brake zone, and it's going to be next to impossible.
Dixon gets back-to-back wins at Sonoma, but we can't give this championship to him just yet. We wait for the rest to come across the line, and Montoya cannot do it. Scott Dixon not only wins in Sonoma, but wins the 2015 championship.
We win on the tiebreak.
Incredible performance. Winning on a tiebreak. There's Emma, Scott's wife. She can't believe it. Oh, beautiful scenes inside the Ganassi camp. And there's extra emotion here as well. Scott's wife, Emma, is English. Scott driving for Justin Wilson, just like everybody else.
Tiebreaker from Lewis wins. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for everything.
And it's also a little cherry on the cake that may not be so little. On top of that icing for Chip Ganassi. Katie, it's Chip's 100th IndyCar Series win. And Dixon, his longest tenured driver, gives it to him.
And his 11th IndyCar championship, his 4th with Scott Dixon. Chip, that came down to the absolute wire.
Well,
what were you thinking during those final laps?
You know, my hat's off to the Penske team. Anytime you race, you beat those guys, you beat them at something. You know you did something in this sport. Those guys are good competitors. Obviously, Juan's a great driver. We know him, and he knows us, and I couldn't be happier for Scott Dixon and the entire team right now. Mike Hall, those guys called a great race.
And I can tell you, Lee, the entire Chip Ganassi team was holding their breath during those final laps.
Unbelievable scenes. I promise you, when Scott comes to victory lane, there will be a lot spoken about for Justin Wilson. Emma has been very supportive for Julia, Justin's wife, and these guys elated. And what a spectacular finish to the 2015 Verizon IndyCar Series. Incredible. He's now a 4-time champion, joining his great friend and former teammate Dario Franchitti, Sebastian Bourdais, and the legend Mario Andretti. Spare